YouTube. Welcome, 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 everybody. I think let's give everybody about 30 seconds. Let me just share on our new platform on TikTok. Yeah, Kibita Chinese app. Ne? It is the Chinese app. But I know a lot of you guys are traveling from work and all the good goods. So hopefully, like we're just doing an intro episode. We will do our Botswana episode in the coming week. Yeah, so Gogo Kupile Hore to continue in this second season of the year. But yeah, we're just gonna do something very light just to welcome everybody who's new to our platform. And yeah, let's take it from there. Sorry, I think I'm struggling kadi multitasking, Mazating. Let me just share on this platform here. I think we go here. Whatever. But welcome. My first ever live. Welcome, Gogo. Yeah, please pardon me. I use Gogo as a default setting, so you can correct me in the comment. Thank you so much for joining us today. Yeah, we haven't gone into the nitty-gritties. We're gonna go into the nitty-gritties in a bit. I just want to share that we are live in case people have questions, because I know there's a lot of people who are new to our platform. And yeah, we were hoping we're gonna do this thing our native tongues, but we do see that we have grown over the diaspora. I think now the USA is number 2 after South Africa, from our viewers. But yeah, who was our second? I think Jamaica was our second. But thank you, welcome everybody. Please, as you come in, please like the live so that we can spread the good news, right? Can spread the good news. Get the good news. There's no pressure, there's no recruitment or anything like that. Just wanna get this, and then we're gonna start. But yeah, we do know it's awkward times, traffic, and all of that. I think the kids are back to school, ne? I don't know. Tell me, the people who are not homeschooling. Zambia is welcome. We're really growing. Welcome. Actually, my very good friend is from Zambia. He's currently in Zambia right now. But thank you so much. Thank you so much. And hoping you will be part of this amazing family for quite a while, because yes, there's a lot I want to learn from you. I want to ask about the Sotho dialect that you guys have, the Ngwala, right? The ceremony that you guys have. So just to draw the parallels, because I think a lot of times we're always focusing on what is different amongst us and not focusing on what makes sense, what resonates with us. But welcome. Yeah, just wanted to get these here so that yeah, but we're gonna make it a very short episode. But I think we can start now. I'm waiting for my time. 333. That's right. Dumelang Sanwanani Torozani, Khanya Lesedi. Greetings over the diaspora to those that don't speak the languages that we speak. Welcome from Zambia, from Jamaica, from the USA, from Zimbabwe. I know Zimbabwe got a couple of people from Zimbabwe. Botswana. Yes, we will be with Botswana. Thank you for that $1 million. Is it $1 million? Thank you. Thank you. But welcome everybody. It's gonna be really a chilled episode just to welcome the people who are joining us for the very first time. We have Sibongile Phiri. Oh my gosh, actually, Gogo, I need to talk to you a lot, actually. But yes, Sibongile Phiri, tribe as well. But welcome to all spiritual G's, those who are joining us for the very first time, those who have been with us before. Yes, and I'm experiencing technical difficulties today, so that's why I think we should make this episode a very short one. But yes, this is those who are joining us for the first time. This is the Stone Care podcast, where we speak the African calendar, we speak numerology, we speak chakras, yoga, meditation, alternative healing, cannabis, psychedelics. Yeah, but I think most of you guys are here for the African calendar. But those who are with us for the first time, I think you guys are here because of Khosi Khadi Lefense, right? We will be having Khosi Khadi Lefense. Welcome. Oh, Gogo, hey, Gogo. Thank you so much for joining us. But yes, it's a short episode. I think this is our third or fourth year doing this exact episode. So please, those who want to know what it is we are talking about when we're speaking of the African calendar, there is a playlist where you can check out the old episodes that we've done, the previous episodes, more recent episodes as well that we've done. And I have a brother here who's joining me today as well. Welcome, Jeremiah Pillay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to everybody who's melanated and those who aren't but are joining us as well. But yes, so we're going to get into today's episode. So we are doing our series, our African calendar series. So we call it the African calendar for uniformity, right? Because if you go check out our old episodes, I think we started this at the core. Why do we say that life began in the South? And actually the South is up instead of down, right? But we will cover all those if you do have questions on those, if you are new and don't know what it is about. But it is basically the solar calendar. So it's a system that the ancients had designed. So it's based on the Southern Hemisphere because if you can notice, when we are in the hotter seasons, the Northern Hemisphere is in their colder seasons, right? And they just, on the 23rd of September, right, we are using dates just to have some sort of structure, but we need to remember that nature is not rigid. Nature, and if you're observing nature, if you're observing the cosmos as well, you will notice that things happened a bit sooner this year, right? So I thought the rain for the new year came early this year. The Orient Belt stars, right, those 3 stars, as well as the 7 sisters, they came earlier than the 23rd, but we are using those dates just to have that sort of consistency, right? And this calendar is mainly based on the solar calendar. And we are using the solar calendar because it is a bit more consistent versus if we're using actually what the ancients used to use, the lunar calendar, where we're tracking time using the moon. But in everything, it is a collaboration of everything. So the stars as well. So star placements, the sun, so all the cosmic bodies, we touch on them a little bit here. But we're using the solar calendar because it's not as erratic as the moon, right? So we know that the moon, Ning Ning the moon will be on the 21st, Ning Ning the moon will be on the 18th, stuff like that. So we're gonna be speaking on these principles based on the solar calendar. Okay, are we still together, those who are new here on this platform? Do I have announcements? Okay, so I did post announcements on social platforms, the Chinese app, Facebook, Zuckerberg app. We posted on Instagram too, right? So we had a couple of announcements. So those who just joined us now, so we're gonna have our full episode with Botswana in the week. Gogo will say which day. So how we usually do, right? Then there's somebody who left their yoga mat elastic at the yoga event that we had. Please, if you need it, if you don't, that's fine. We can donate it to our donations for parenting the gifted child because it is an ongoing thing that we will be doing. And then the other thing I said, we're gonna have a new teacher. We still need a teacher for cannabis. So Khosikgadi is unable to give us the lessons on cannabis and spirituality. So if we have experts, right, not just stoners like myself, but if we have experts, you know how to dive in, you have read the cannabis Bible, please, we would love that education. But if not, I'll have to take the reins, right? But if we do have experts, please do come through. Then the other thing that we mentioned, oh yes, the new teacher. So we're gonna be having Khosikgadi wa rona, Re Khofile Neo. We're gonna meet her on Sunday. So Sunday we're gonna have a live episode where she's gonna be taking us through Memoronga. So the last live episode that we did before the new year, the last live episode that we did, we had Relesego who was telling us about the third world, It doesn't translate in English, We know that English doesn't vibrate properly, So lefatshe la boraro, but I'd say the third earth. Yeah, I'd say the third earth if I was to use the English language, But Gogo's going to be taking us down that path on Sunday. Ne? We will have the poster out. Please do watch. Please do come tune in, because this is something I'm really interested in. Of yeah, the divine mother, right? And it's a black woman. Okay, a lot of things. Piwa konke ngongo. Welcome. Thank you. But you can ask questions if you guys do have questions. We're gonna make it a very short episode. Kesla, if you have questions, you can ask as well. We will answer them here. But I think we've made all the announcements, ne? So we're gonna have that series, yeah, Het-Heru, but it's gonna be late, guys, ne? Because the season that we are in, ne? We're gonna speak about this. We're gonna touch a little bit on this one here. But as much as we are spiritual G's, and as much as sometimes we would like saying, no, we are human after all, but important principles that we need to touch on, right? So we're going to be talking about sexual activity, right, in pertaining to the season of Het-Heru, right? Oh, and then another thing, yes, today we are dressed by CSA certified Soweto ambassador. Yeah, it's a pretty cool top. Yeah, so it is since ne? I'll share the pictures as well. I'm due for a photo shoot, so we'll share those pictures. Let us support, let us circulate the rand. But yeah, so we're dressed by them today. We have different merch, so we're gonna be rocking that merch. So shout out to Sabelo of CSA, yes, for this beautiful skipper. We're still waiting for our other ambassadors for their episodes. So Kesha's not ready for his episode. But guys, let's dive in. I think there was a very long intro. But thank you so much to all those who helped us with the yoga event as well. Raleboga so much. But we will do a recap on the yoga event. Yeah, that 1-day retreat that we had with Khosikgadi Lefente, because I know, especially you guys from TikTok, you had a lot of questions with the episode that she did with the meditation and using mudras, right? But she was explaining it now, or how you can tackle it or incorporate it into your spirituality, especially as a person of Ntu, right? Yeah, depending which school of thought you're from, but yeah, I like referring to Ntu because this is the content that I do. This is the content that is a bit more home to me. But I know we also have Banaba Black Root Science, right? We have BRS people here as well. But yes, my normal intro is I welcome everybody, right? The Stoners United, the Wake and Bacon, the Queer Unconscious, Knowledge Seekers, Knowledge Collectors, Togoza Gogo Gang, Chakra Hands, Tarot Card Gang, Energy Balancers, Energy Readers, Makosi Gang, everybody. Love you. I think I'm gonna need you, Malai. Is it Malai or Malay? Okay, I don't know how to pronounce your username. Please, yeah, you can tell us how you pronounce your username. But question says, ever receive revelations while stoned? Yes. So these are the things we're gonna be speaking about now. Can I just go into the things that align us with the season, and then we can free flow and just have a catch-up session, right? And those who are joining us for the first time, will answer your questions. What is it that we do here, and all the goods, ne? Okay, so we are in the second season of our African calendar, or the calendar based on the southern hemisphere, right? Or the Ndu calendar, as I like to refer to it, right? Because we did touch on the principle of Ndu Kapanut in just before the new year, right? I also want us to talk about the new year. How has the new year been for you guys? How was year 9, right? Somebody asked us a lovely question last season of, yeah, but why are we still on the Gregorian numbering system? But we'll touch on that, ne? We'll touch on that as well. But yeah, so this is the second season of the year. We are going into the house of Taurus, all right? I know it is a bit of a glitch for people who are new to the space here. Or yeah, I think most of us also still have not rationalized it, right? But what I always say is that do not discard the things that you recognize about yourself on the zodiac system as you know it, right? Because we know that these people, they came here, studied. Okay, some studied and left, and then others decided to study and then colonize the people, right? We won't mention them today, but we welcome you guys as the melanated people, as the mother body of the people. We welcome you guys as as our kids. But we did touch on that, on the activities that are happening in ancient Sudan, let me just say ancient Kemet, right? And we know also the people who are giving life to this content that we are speaking about, right? But I know the people, our people in the diaspora as well, this is content that they've been in touch with, you know. So you know the saying of a prophet is not welcome in his hometown, or familiarity breeds contempt, right? So a lot of people, a lot of us down here in the south or in the continent of Africa, we were not and still are not, right, open to your another's content. We don't know how to draw the parallels between our Ntu people, our Ntuness, as well as this content, right? Because it's presented in Medunecha, right? But yes, years have passed. We do have our own writing system, or more ancient writing systems. We just use Kemet because it is the closest oldest civilization, right? And where we can draw parallels, you know, pertaining to the words that we're using, symbolisms that we're using. We had a lovely episode, Li Mkulu said Diselani Matebula. Please go check that out. He spoke about Diteme kapa isipata, right? So it's like hieroglyphics. I'd say African hieroglyphics, but like I always say, there ain't no civilization but African civilization, right? And not to offend anybody. But yeah, so we are in the house of Taurus. But if you know yourself as a Scorpio, please do not have a heart attack. Please still look at those characteristics, because there is the divine laws of Jehuti as well, that things will happen in duality, right? So it doesn't say absolute duality. Like I always say, that between the number 1 and the number 0, there's still 0.1, 0.0001. Between black and white, there's always the grays, right? So it's not absolute, but that those seven laws that Jehuti, we touched on them as well with the episode we did with Kehla Diselani Matebula, Kehla said, right? The controversial one. The one that the Black Root Science spiritual G's did not were not too happy about. But yeah, I think we also need to listen in learning, right? So we're not being offensive or anything like that. Also, you know how I like jabbing at religion, right? But it's not coming from a place of harm or anything like that. I used to be a Hi, Blackie. Oh, yeah. Blackie me? Yeah, absolutely. That's me. Shout out to Blackness. We love that. We love that ish. Absolutely, absolutely. But yes, so the season, what the season is all about, right? So if you're familiar with maybe ancient Kemet, or let's say ancient Egyptian depictions of things, right? So Het-Heru would be presented as either a cow, right? You will see a cow with a sun disk. You will see a woman with a sun disk but wearing a horn, right? So we've seen the likes of Beyonce trying to replicate that thing, but her crown was not going correctly. So it needs to go concave. Yeah, concave, not convex. Ne? So that is symbolism, yeah, Het-Heru. And they call her the celestial cow, right? And then we've touched on this as well when we're doing our Setswana episodes. We're still waiting for Kgosigadi Kitimeti to be okay again to join us and just take us down the journey as Setswana, because I said, yeah, it would be nice if we're doing our episodes riboa our native tongues, right? Instead of using this language, which is a non-language. But we still give thanks that we are able to communicate, especially across the diaspora. But not forgetting Hore, it is a system of colonization that got us here, where amongst ourselves we need to speak this language. But anyway, so Batswana Bari, when they greet each other, right? They would say gore modimo o leng mo go wena ke mang. They also have a term e ba reng modimo wa nko e metsi, right? So they're always speaking to divinity, right? They're always speaking to like how the simple things, the tree itself, right? E ba modimo. The soil itself, eba modimo. Hence, they would ask you, gore modimo o leng mo go wena ke mang. But we will expand on those when we're doing our episode with Botswana next week. Yeah, just to honor our royals there in Botswana. And how I usually do, we're gonna speak of the things that help you be in better alignment with the season that we are currently in. So like I said, that we are in month 2. So we refer to our months as seasons, right? And this period spans from the 23rd of October up until the 23rd of November, right? So that would be what you call the season year. What are those? The Scorpio people, right? Yes. And I was having a very interesting conversation. One of my friends, she was actually here on the space here. She was doing the African natal chart, Gogo Manzi. So Gogo Manzi was speaking about what was she speaking about? But a crustacean, right? If you're gonna be seeing crustaceans in this period. Okay, I don't know how this new this new face what's this? YouTube works, yeah. There's things popping up everywhere. But anyway, but you're speaking about how if you're seeing like what crustacean did she use? I'll remember it. Let me just finish this point that I'm on. But anyway, so that is the period, yeah, the season that we're in. Lomoya Lona Oling present. This energy principle, it is active in this period. But the nice thing that I love it when our calendar sort of aligns with what is happening in the cosmos, right? Because as above, so as below, as within, so without. So if you noticed, we just entered into the new moon on the 21st of October. Ne? Did you guys notice? So perfect time to start being in alignment less season in Arona. So as much as it got D23rd and we're referring to D23rd, but you would still feel, you would still feel the energy change. If you're a person who also reads the stars, or you're using your phone, the app ya phone ya gago to check okay, what constellation bodies are present right now. You will definitely notice these changes, but I think the more you also start being in alignment with this content that we're doing here, or being in alignment with nature, that is where you can feel, like how I say that when the new year was coming, I could feel hora aman, like I'm already in the new year, right? Because yeah, last year, guys, last year, I don't know if you guys were twassing with me, but they get twassa last year. Last year was number 9, was a year where we needed to reflect on a whole lot of things, And I know I speak of shadow work a lot, but it was very crucial, this past cycle that we just came from, 2025, right? Because we are now in 2026. If we are just trying to exist in both systems, right? So we're not discarding the system as it exists, because we're gonna use that to get our stuff right, ne? But we need to get our house in order, guys. We're so disorganized as a people. We need to get our house in order. But anyway, yeah, so the color that is prominent for this season, which is what I'm rocking right now, it is the turquoise color. All right. But we're gonna expand a whole lot more, Hareta, our Botswana episode, what this color denotes to, right? But if you notice, we're just transitioning now from the season of green, because we said green now, it signifies newness, new beginnings. Of course, the season of Asa, right? That we just came from, the greening, everything starting anew. We're seeing new life. I think right now you should see things popping up, right? Khwathunya. Ka Setswana ke re khwathunya, a ke tsebe ka Sesotho if ke khuthunya as well. But dintho di thuntse right now, right? But things start a season. We had something crazy actually. Our mulberry tree was popping out nice mulberries, to a point where some grown man broke our tree because he was trying to climb the tree. But like I'm saying, that things are happening a bit more rapid, right? So never mind the weather manipulations and the hops and the cerns and all of that. But once you know how to be in alignment with nature, you can easily pick these things out, right? So turquoise color, whenever we're speaking of the colors, the blue. So turquoise is like a mixture of green, blue, ne? So your green, blue colors. So it looks green, it looks blue. So those colors. So you can still be in the frequency of your green. You can still be in the frequency of blue. But we know whenever we're speaking about blue, we're always referring to either the cosmic waters, right? Cosmic waters. It's either speaking of newt or noon or a Bariko Newt, both a belly full of stars. So we're always speaking about something cosmic, something in the cosmic realm, right? And when we're looking at the chakra system, we know also Blue Yarona resides here, right? But we know that it is an interconnectedness of systems, right? So as much as I get throw chakra how that would be represented by the color blue, but also what do you do when you're doing spell work, right? You need the projection of voice. So that is why also lay a blocked throat chakra is not good, because we are spelling the words that we're using, especially if you're now still on elementary level, né? You don't know how to use vibration in order to command stuff, because maybe you still don't know how to sit in silence, which is something that I asked us to do, that 30-day fast that we're in, right, in the new season. And when we went into the new year, I said, yeah, the things that we've been planning during our hibernation should have come to fruition, right? But now with the season of Het-Heru comes now. Like I said, that things now, with our native tongues, we call the season umvundisikazi, right? Mvundisikazi kapa mamononsa. If I directly translate that word, key expansion, right? But the principle, yeah, Het-Heru is fertilization, and can I keep principling? Okay, but we're gonna recap on all of these, right? Next week, our episode, ne? With Botswana. But that fertilization, that growth that is happening, right? So those things that we said, these are our plans that we set now in the new year. And I think I did advise people that, yeah, don't start things in the dormant seasons, right? Start things now. Ka season, yeah, asa, right? When things now, the energy, the sun, the hydrogen from the sun is pumping. So do your things then, especially those who are in business, those who are yeah, whatever new things or restarting things that you are starting, I guess. But you do it the new year to have better wins, ne? So I'm not saying that things are not gonna work or anything like that, but I think it is better if you're not going against the tide and you are just moving with the tide, right? Ask people who swim in the oceans. Hey, okay, it's been swimmer. It's better to not swim against the tide. It's better to swim with the tide. Ask our surfer people there as well, right? Yeah. So in things, don't be in resistance. That is why also in manifestation work that you're doing, don't come from a point where you are now counter the things that you're saying that you want. So that is why great teachers will say, like be in the feeling, be in that frequency of things. So don't go against the tide. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that you will drown if you go against the tide, but just make things easier. Like, life is already tough, guys. So make things easier for yourself. But anyway, still on the things that align us with our season. We have the metal, yeah, the season. Oh, thank you, Claudia. Thank you so much. Thank you. We got $4.99 up in here. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. I'm gonna read the comments, Nate. I just want us to finish with the things that align us with our season. So turquoise is the color of the season, right? So it's your blue gray. So you're gonna also in this season, please monitor your dreams as well. You're gonna be getting a lot of cosmic messages. So the stones that you're using, especially those who are chakra hands, those who work with stones and all of that, please be mindful of your spaces. Those who will be coming for chakra balancing massages, I think a lot of you guys, I'm going to be giving you a lot of writing assignments and a lot of dream work assignments that you're going to be doing. But check what is happening in your headspace, right? Within the conscious states, the subconscious states, and then also be careful with the things that you are aligning yourself with, right? Especially in the season now, which is where our teacher Reho is gonna be taking us down. Yeah, I know I'm putting a lot of things on her. She didn't agree to some things, but I know she'll agree. But anyway, so we in the cosmic realm, right? As much as it is stuff that are manifest right now, but we still have that as above, so is below connection, right? So yes, color turquoise. So green blues will be on those colors. Then the stone, right? Your crystal, kappa, your gemstone, chakra hands, and those who work with the element of earth. Turquoise is also the stone, yeah, the season. So it's also, you get it in shades of blue, you get it in shades of green. But please use your blue stones a lot in the season. You can, depending on what chakra you'll be working on. But right now we are here, and we'll explain why we are here. We are on the throat now. We are also, I never leave out the heart chakra. I think that was my very first healing point that I needed to work on, right? And Like I said in some other episode, I said that once you are able to balance the heart, right, which is the highest, it's a healing energy, right? So shout out to one of our teachers, HetHeru. He speaks a lot on the heart chakra and the frequency of the heart, which is 528 hertz, né? Which is a frequency that can repair DNA, right? And yeah, we'll expand a bit more on this one, né? But once you're able to balance your heart chakra, ne? But I'm not saying skip the lower states or skip the upper states, but shortcuts, ne? Shortcuts, but yeah, don't say you heard it from me. But once you're able to balance your heart chakra, it is right there in the center of the main seven, right? The seven that anchor you, that anchor this jet of yours, right? Your spine and your being, what keeps you standing firm. Once you're able to balance your heart chakra, then your lower self, the upper self are now in resonance. Because like I'm saying, it is so besides love, there's gratitude too, but love is the highest one of the highest vibrating frequencies, right? So also you will notice with the work that you do from love versus the work that you do because I have to do, you see there's a resistance in the stuff that you're never doing from the heart, So try also operate from the heart, with the people that are making the plans, now being in resonance with this content. Do start doing things from the heart. When you're cooking, cook from the heart because yeah, people can really taste the difference if you're not cooking from the heart, but so I never leave out the heart chakra whenever I'm speaking about heart chakras. But right now, remo throat chakra ya rona, but we will expand more. And also the other chakra point that we're going to be focusing on, but we're going to lament on this one. We're going to have these episodes, Het-Heru and sacred sexuality, sacred sensuality. We're gonna have these maybe couple 9:30 so yeah, so that the kids are also in bed and all of that, and then we can talk freely as adults, right? Because we know adults, we just kids in adult bodysuits, honestly. But thank you, Kuku. Oh, here's my great teacher, our yoga goddess. But yeah, so we're gonna be doing those ones a bit more late, ne? So we're gonna so work at the chakra points, right? So also the sacral chakra point as well, right? Please, we're gonna need to be careful this season here. And then the metal, I said the metal is your copper. So get your copper bracelets, your copper rings. If you have your anks, I'm gonna need you to ank to copper my stone. Copper your stones with copper your gemstones. Have copper on you, and we're gonna speak on this one in the week Haretsa Botswana episode, ne? So we know we speak of iron deficiency a lot, right? But this stems from a deficiency of copper in your body, and we'll expand more on this one, right? So it's called copper deficiency, but most of us would say, oh no, we are iron deficient and all of that. But this metal, I think I spoke about it in the season, yeah, Asa as well, our original color as a people, right? And how we got to to this brown color. But different school of thoughts will touch onto this one as well. But copper is something that is very important. It does a lot of collagen regeneration. It does a lot of bonghono. I remember the granny who raised me and also raised my mother and her siblings. She used to wear these a lot, and I couldn't understand why. But now that I'm in the work, now I do get it. Ne? You get these things, look about this game as well, but obviously you're gonna get the capitalist prices. Ne? I hope that word is not illegal on this platform, but you get it, got capitalist price. But you know how I always say, hore, yeah, they know us better than we know ourselves, ne? So which is why, like, these sessions that we have here, as much as it's so fun and it's something that is so far, we try just to make them understandable, ne? Because like my Togoza Koko gang friend would say, Utogozani, the one from Kemet Forum, the singer, the drama, that guy. Orata gore le nagana gore le batshwere ganti batshwere lona, so I think let us attempt, man, to live consciously, attempt to know ourselves. Like I say, that is also one of the ancient sayings that I really, really like a lot. So Rona as a people, Shem, yeah, yeah, we need, like I say, we need to get our house in order. So please get yourself this. So besides collagen regeneration, or restoration, you see, that's why also black don't crack, because our grannies wore these things, guys. So collagen regeneration, copper deficiency, yeah, tusa as well. I think a lot of people who are iron deficient would have anemic issues, ne? So copper is also very important. This one, if you have copper caps, I thought by content in, I thought by now we would be having those. But though, please, people who are selling the copper cups, please give us. Can we buy? But we know the rule. Like we're circulating the rand. Like we're building our own economy here. But yes, so if you're gonna be drinking water from your copper stuff, use copper a lot. Water from there, like a purifier, yeah, energizer. Yeah, go ground alwena. So please, if you do have copper cups, please use those. Drink from copper and all of that. And then the tree is a tamarisk tree. So it is called the salt cedar. We will explain more when we're doing our Botswana episode. It's called the salt cedar tree. But all these things also, besides the symbolism and maybe the physical attributes, they speak to what the season would actually be about. So that is why I'm saying these are the things that align us with the season. So what else? Then the scent, leather incense. So we have mimosa as a scent. Those who got the cosmic pack, there's always, we always make a plan, right? So that we're still in resonance. And then there's myrrh. We know myrrh is one of the ancient scents. Myrrh is also one of the, yeah, I think also people from a religious space are very familiar with myrrh. If you're familiar with those three wise men, which is the Orion, those three Orion stars, yeah, when we're going through symbolism, when I'm being nice to the Bible. But those three wise men guided by that one star, one of the gifts that they would give this baby, right? Prache, but Mudimwa walona baba was myrrh, right? Was presented gaga myrrh. I think you go Bethlehem. I think so I could decolonize it, guys. I don't remember the book, but I remember there was Bethlehem there. But when they were presenting baby J, yeah, baby Jesus, the gifts, I think myrrh was part of that. But in temple use as well, ke rata go bua ka our Catholic people, our Catholic people. So both frankincense, both myrrh. So those are ancient ones, but very, very important in the work that you're going to be doing in the season as well. Especially if you're going to be taking keletso yaka and say, just get into the practice of meditation. Even if you don't do the sounds to it or anything, but just get into the practice of being able to sit in silence and just listen to your thoughts, because we have a million thoughts at the same time. As people, so that's why we're so erratic and all of that. And this is where now you're able to get the answers from within, right? What else did I forget? I think we covered the animals that are associated with the season, right? So with animals, so we check the characteristics, which is what the ancients used to do. How about, okay, this is now in resonance with this time of the year, or yeah, the star is present. It's either you're gonna see that animal or a certain characteristic thing will be very prevalent, ne? So the animals, the season, we have our cow, right? We have our bull, right, which is the masculine part of the cow. And I spoke on this on the headgear, yeah, Het-Heru. I just want to touch on it a little bit after the animals. And then the hooded cobra. We're gonna speak on this one. And yeah, can we also advocate, Shem, for poor snakes? Poor snakes have had such a bad rep. But if you're familiar with literature from ancient Kemet, ancient Egypt, you would see also the cobra is something very important, ne? And you would see also with other cultures, mapirisang, the stuff that we should actually be pirising and giving life to. You would see as well, like there's a lot of serpent interaction, but on a would say it's magic, right? But like on a heka kind of principle. But also cobra, the people baba, the royal house, they would have diwachet, right? We'll speak more on that one. How to expand on our episode. And then what else did I not touch on? yeah, I think those are the things that align us with the season. So please be in your turquoise color if you can. Get your copper bracelets, get your trying to think of the patla bag I made. Yeah, but just be in resonance. Try to have, even if you start your meditation practices, guys, by just 5 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day, and just sit in silence and observe that, and then just build up, just build up, but don't put pressure on yourself. Spirituality shouldn't hurt too much. It hurts obviously when you are doing the things of the healing, when you're in the fast and all of that. But Muputsoa thing is actually very nice. It's nice here. It's nice. Go spirituality. It's really nice outside the fish pond, and now we're swimming in the big lake. But okay, go. I'm gonna read questions just now. But I just want to speak on the headgear, Het-Heru, ne? So Het-Heru, I spoke of, but Beyonce, they tried replicating it. There's a picture where she's wearing like a Nguni cow kind of outfit, ne? So brown, it was a brown cow, kind of outfit, but her horns are wrong. Her horns need to go concave like this, right? So this is the denoting to the sun, and Het-Heru translates to the house of Heru. Who's Heru again? Horus, right? Those who are familiar with Greek mythology. Horus again, what does it lead to? To Ra again. Ra ke eng, a representation of the sun, right? The life giver and all of that, or Baby J for those who are still in the plagiarized content, right? But with these horns here, guys, this denotes the lunar as well as the solar principles that Het-Heru would embody, right? So Het-Heru is one deity that is able to merge these two concepts, right? The lunar and the solar, the masculine and the feminine, that balance, the duality that is stemming now from the seven laws Jehuti, ne? Yeah, seven laws Jehuti. They call them the Hermetic principles. So if you want to Google those, Google the Hermetic principles. So I think duality is one of them. Mentalism is up there. I cannot wait for the season. Yeah, Jehuti. I think let's do manifestation work in the season of Jehuti, ne? Because I think a lot of us do struggle with that one. But yes, that is our intro. Now I don't want to go too much into it. But in the season, guys, very, very, very serious. Okay, so I did mention that she's a goddess of fertility, goddess of love, goddess of union, goddess of festivities as well. So you will notice in the season, there's a lot of there's a lot of weddings that would happen in the season here. There is a lot of lust in the air. There is a lot of love. So if you're looking for love, guys, so I used to test this theory before I decided to just give in and just decide, okay, you know what, buddy, just do what you need to do. But it's because I wanted to test what calendar ya sebetsa. So in the season of Het-Heru, like I needed to see, okay, if it's Het-Heru, ke tlo popa or not now, right? And I haven't been proven incorrectly, right? In the past, I think is it 5 years? Yeah, in the 5-6 years in this content here. But in the season, right, if you're looking for sweethearts, please be careful because it can be mixed with lust. The people by the multiracial school, but the season is called the silly season or something like that. But this is the season, like there's a lot happening, there's intoxication a lot that is happening now, which is why Gogo Rejo is going to help us for, okay, how do we still stay honoring, right? Because we know the body is also a part of the soul, those who managed to catch that episode. So we still need to take care of our bodies. But in the season, there's a lot of drunkenness that happens. There's like Ziawa, we've seen corporate world as well. Christmas decorations already. Again, festivities, they're preparing to take your monies already. So when you go to malls right now, you'll see okay, festive season, there is that excitement in the air. I was talking to my brother the other day, Horaiman, this is my favorite season. It's like, but who does not love Het-Heru? Because it is so nice, it is the happiest, we know the rainbow people are gonna be having their Christmas here on Saturday. Like a lot of festivities are happening at the season of Het-Heru. A lot of weddings. I know there's a lot of weddings this coming weekend that I'm invited to as well. But if you're looking for divine unity, ke kopa o thole ebook hene o shape mephahlo ya Het-Heru, but you can phahla for your person. If you're looking for a proper relationship, phahla for it, you know, be in resonance for it. We can also help if you need help with that. But also, yeah, do not confuse lust with love. Do not confuse love with lust, because yeah, it is a very tricky season, ne? Yeah, December ain't got nothing on us. Yeah, December ka Het-Heru ayidlali. But yeah, so please be careful on those fronts. And also the other side of Het-Heru is segment bast, which is the healer, right? So we also understand that sexual energy is healing energy, right? But responsibly, ne? That is why we talk about sacred sexuality and sensuality, ne? But love is a healing energy as well. Is that what is happening? Is that eyeliner? Okay, I'm not sure. Was it eyeliner? Okay. But anyway, thank you, Kesha. But yes, so please living conscious, ne, let's ka paisa, especially if you're looking for real things. Kanti Moto is on festivities. Oh my god, I tried a new eyeliner today. But we are spiritual G's here. What else did I want to mention? Oh yes, other side of the healer energy. And the season ya segment bast. I spoke of segment bast is Het-Heru now, who goes on this violent rampage, but was tricked into drinking wine and then just analyze these people who are going anti the laws of Ra, right? Because Bare Keke the eye of Ra, Kapa the daughter of Ra as well, right? So Het-Heru le segment bast are one and the same thing. But all these principles as well, you know, like how I say Hore, everything it filters down. If we are focusing maybe on the Inyad, right? So from Atum there, and we go down and to this physical life here. We said that everything is an expression of creator or creation, right? So you as well, the tree and everything else, that is just another form, right? In different densities of expressing creation, right? So that's why we call each other gods, ne? So it's not because batung rewoke gang, mara rewoke gang, but it's not because of that. But you are literally an expression, a different form of God, just as much as the soil is God, the tree is God, the rock is God. That is why Ronabo Chakra hand we get the healing stuff from Zona Matlapa Anane. But I said I'll be 30 minutes, but let me read questions and comments so I can answer those ones. Ne? Oh yes. Gogos Bosh Piri. Yeah, you family. Likoko from Mami Lodi, she's here as well. Jeremiah Pele, we welcomed you. Piwa konke ngongo. How are you, Mama? We are good. Kesla, I'm assuming Kesla. Where are you from? We are from Johannesburg. We are from Soweto. We are from Pretoria. Yeah, we are from Gauteng in South Africa. Mali 9, ne? I think that's how I read your name. So Mali 9 asked, ever receive revelations while stoned? Yeah, so this is what I was hoping our goddess Miss Hills would be able to cover for us. But she has other commitments. She's growing her beautiful brand at this moment, so she's unable to help us. But yes, so this is something that we needed to touch on, right? And whoever hears this and wants to be our cannabis educator in terms of spirituality, please do holler at us. We do need you. But we need to start treating also the cannabis, né? As a move away from the recreational stuff for it, right? And also understand that it is an unlocker. Like I always say that in the Zulu language, they would say, Horai, maybe actually in Sango, mhlawumbe yisango. Sango means the door, right? The opener. You are opening something. So it is something with people who have mastered using this plant spiritually. Yes, but with myself, I feel like I have the dopest ideas, right? Especially if I'm not in a trauma state, I'm not vibrating low, I'm in proper vibration, you know, and I'm using the plant correctly. I feel like I have the best conversations, I have the best thoughts. Some of my best thoughts did come from that one, right? But you need to now be in a nice alignment with it, to not abuse it, do not because I've gone through another phase of, oh my gosh, I cannot eat if I didn't get stoned. Oh my gosh, I cannot sleep if I don't get stoned, you know. So it's a plant that we need to use in a bit more sacred ways. It's very nice, it's very delicious, and does other things deliciously so. But we need to understand at the end of the day that this is a gift, you know. This is something I'm gonna say a lot, right? So whenever you look at trees, especially like these big trees, whenever you look at mountains, whenever you look at things and things from nature, ne? Just remember that, oh my gosh, these things have been here longer than us. They've been here longer than your parents. They've been here longer than your grandparents. They've been here longer than your grandparents. So how much knowledge are these things harboring? How much knowledge are these things retaining? You know? So that is why we also advocate for, I know we've commercialized a lot of things, you know, going on hikes, going to the rivers and waterfalls. But shout out to KZN and Bubalanga for the best waters, guys. Best waters. Like we need to leave the Gauteng to go to nice waters. But yeah, so just remember those things, you know. So that is why also I think was last week or 2 weeks back, I was struggling with school. Ne? So on my break, you know, I'd literally go do that thing that they were laughing at DJ Spoo about, hanging off trees. And after that, guys, like I was able to finish assignments and all of that. I'm not saying do the same, but I'm in that revering of these ancient uh living things, you know. Ditaba, you know, that is why also maybe your grandmother or your gobela or whoever would say, no, go pray at the mountains or go pray at the waters, you know, because how much knowledge, how many of our things do these entities hold, you know? Think about it. So thank you, Mali9, for your question. I think this is I'm not too sure, but hi Blackie, and I said shout out to being black. Oh my gosh, next lifetime, if I'm not completing my assignment, I'm coming black. I'm coming black. I'm coming back black. Ore, love you so much, my people from Africa. How come you have internet? I don't know if I should justify that with an answer. But actually, I shall justify that with an answer. So, the creator, the maker of the internet, and the people who are kicking bombs right now in terms of the tech space are people from West Africa. So, the internet was made in West Africa, but we know, like everything else, yes, was a Nigerian man. Eh? So, like everything else, well, we don't know if it's the Nigerian man or his wife did it, but we don't know. But the credit goes to a Nigerian man in the west part of Africa. So I don't know where you're from. If you're from America, yeah, I don't think we should have that conversation on. But yes, our people know we don't want to justify ourselves to anybody. We just know how great we are. Ne? Yeah, so shout out to that. While you have lights at home or cottage. Okay, I don't know if we should block this person or what. That colorful shadow. Always smile when I see you. Sanbonani Spiritual G. Sabona Spiritual G. Thank you so much for joining us. Wait, make it a Lucien Van Royen. Hi, love. Because it's Het-Heru, I'll accept the love part of it. Laura Torres. Does anyone know what to do if bored? Because I live in a town with my house, no stores and no. Okay, Laura, you have internet. I think do the most with internet, ne? I don't know. Are you from? I don't know where you're from, but Torres is a Hispanic surname, ne? Hi, Lucien. Fanoyan, Laura. What to do if you're bored? You can't be bored, man. I think you're probably under 18, ne? Yeah, it's kids who like saying that. Claudia, thank you so much. Thank you so much, my goddess. Khosikgadi Lefense, khotso le khutso madume ke bophelo. Tobela, Khosikgadi. Always so warm seeing you here. Bongs, my friend is here. Togoza times 3. Lapo, Togoza Kesha. Thank you so much. Spongile laughing at Brache. Yeah, I should have come up blasphemous, but so. Claudia is asking, is there a way to reach out to you from the US? Oh, yes, please. Can you, you've got our email address, right? I will share the email so you can DM and then we'll see where we take it off. Ne? So there's email, there's WhatsApp, there's yeah, we'll take it from there, Gogo. We'll take it from there. Nonkule Gomez. Hi, Gogo. Oh my gosh. Hi, Gogo. Oh man, I miss my people. Hi, Nkuli. Lovely seeing you, Gogo. Lovely seeing you. Spongile is asking, what is the Trinity plagiarized from? I know Ra, but I gave a Newt the other two. And do you have a video on the origin or creation story that I can watch? Yo, did we do it on our platform? But Gogo, we did the creation story ne, on the Moya podcast. I think it's about 2 years ago. I still owe our platform the creation story ne. Yo, I do. But yes, so Gogo ne, it is in different densities ne. But the original Trinity in the content that we do here, so that would be Asa, Oset, and Heru. Ne? That is the Trinity. But I like what you did there, is Gep and Newt, the other two. You can check out other content that we've done here, but I just want to answer that one as well. But Gep and Newt, Wenagoko, those are, would say, the parent body to the material world, right? Because creation happens now in 4 phases. That is why also we would have the 4 elements, right? So, but well, thank you for that. Actually, I do owe our platform the creation story. I do owe our platform the creation story. But yes, Gogo, you're right. So Ra is also another form of Asa. So, but we'll just say God the Father, God the Mother, God the Child, right? So the Trinity as it stands today says God the in the name of Father, Son, Holy. It's God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, right? So they took out the divine feminine. So that is why now it looks like we are very angry people, but we're not angry people. This is now restoration that is happening where the divine feminine is rising, right? And patriarchy is being questioned because patriarchy, it is a result of colonialism, ne? We understood the balance that needed to happen. We understood that your first God as a material self, right? Who's your first God? Who births you? Who's your creator? You know, is the mother itself, you know. So that's why also on Sunday we're gonna have that lovely episode, Le Kgosigadi ya Rona. So it's Asa. So if you're familiar with Greek mythology, it's Osiris, Isis, and Horus. So that is the original Trinity, but that one's not original because it's also plagiarized. But Asa, Oset, Heru. Yeah, I'll try get it also in other languages, ne? But I only know the Zulu and the Sotho languages for that one, ne? But yes, you are correct. Ke Ra le Ma and the child, kapa lesedi, the light, right? Which is what they would call a Brother Chukucha there, right? As well, that's the light. This is the light, you know. Kapa the sun, where they would say S-O-N, but it's actually S-U-N, ne? Yes, and okay, I think if you know Kepa Nutkog, I think you're familiar with our content. But you can go check out on the Moya podcast. But for you, I'm gonna do a very special episode, Gogo. Here's the Gogo that we are speaking about. Gogo re neo or the sango makes much sense. Keep out the stoners lababon. Yeah. Tapu, oh my gosh. Oh, I missed you guys. Okay, these are old faces. Tapua Ore. Dumelang khono wa rona. Re leboha ho kopana le this live. Ke ne ke re ke shebella amasela ama higwa abaholi bethu bamashano amasela amagqwirha abaholi bethu bamashano. Hey wena mkhulu hle, he khehla bonkgono ba re tjhe monna moholo o sheba tsena ganya lesedi. Thank you so much. No, ba tlo re qoqela o itse keng ba tlo re qoqela, but it's time, man. It's time. I think wa tsa keng tsa patilweng di a hlaha no. O tla re update le wena mkhulu o nkolota episode bilwa tseba koko o kolota episode. Anne Marie Ori, can you talk about Medusa and the upside down head in the cisterns at some time? Best wishes. Oh, absolutely. I actually wanted to touch on the Temple of Dendera today, but we'll talk on Medusa and how that came about, the relation to dreadlocks and all of that. But thank you so much. I will note all these questions here. Thank you. Thobela Kgosigadi Thokozani Makwande, lesedi koko, lesedi mkhulu. Please share. Claudia, what do I need to share? I'll definitely. Oh yes. I will share it in the comment section. But I don't think we have any other questions. But that was our intro episode on Het-Heru, and this is, you see, this whole series that we're doing. So this was constructed at what we call the Temple of Dendera. So on a big, like on the ceiling, so right, so all these zodiac bodies, they were constructed here. This whole solar system, it was constructed based on, so it is the temple of Het-Heru at Dendera. And Het-Heru, again, it translates to the house of Heru. And did I touch on the musical aspect? I did touch on the musical aspect, ne? Yeah, so a lot of music in the season, a lot of arts as well. So if you are an art person, this is a beautiful time for you to thrive as well. Hey, all right. Yes, he was doing rhymes the other day here. But okay, I think last comment, Tapua Ore Eya ke hokolota episode, yes. Bona motlhare wa go bolela, oh, motlhare wa go bolela, the talking tree, e teng jwale. Ntse ke sebetsa ka ona, ke alafa. A ke re jwale ba re senyetsa nako ka di-publishing. Eish, wa tseba keng, wena royal. But yes, please, we have fire episodes, you know. And ke rata le ka mokgwa o ngwalang ka teng hle. Spongile more fire on that response. I look forward to the episode. You mentioned that you can assist with partnering for a divine mate, and that you can assist in what ways. Let's talk offline, Gogo. Let's talk offline so we can assess a lot of things. I'll email Hosane Fela Lerato Khanya Lukuso. Yes, in the season of love, in the season of festivities, and yeah, all the good goods. Yeah, please be careful. Please, if you can, be very careful. Sacral space, you know, be very expressive as well. It is that time as well. Wear your blue stones, wear your turquoise stones as well. Get copper, whether it's going to be copper cups, whether you're going to be having copper on your being. Be in turquoise as well, right? People, but it's on color therapy will also expand for us a bit more on that one. Yeah, so yeah, yeah, sleeping around is not good, ne? So please, can we retain? We're gonna use our magic, ne? Yeah, we're gonna do a sacral magic, but Gogo Reho Otlo Tusa on that front. So yes, please, you know, enjoy the music, make your music. Please check out the old episodes that we've done. We've gone like expansively, like I'm saying, this is my very favorite season. And my favorite season, I think the very first one that I put to test Hore. La calendar lenu iyasebenza na, you know. But Anka and my ads, more life, more wealth to everybody, more health. Yes, if you do need help with anything, we have stuff there. Thank you to those who are on the membership. Oh, yes, the announcement that I forgot to make as well. Yeah, I don't know what YouTube is doing, but the membership is also, yeah, it's gone up. I'll see once it launches if I'm able to adjust it. But those who are currently on the membership, it doesn't change for you guys. The pricing is still the same. The ebook is out. The cosmic packs are out. What else is out? Yes, let us support Black CSA Certified Wear Ambassador. I was wearing B the other day. He still owes us an episode, but hopefully he'll be here. Yeah, those who make music, please go make music. Those who work the singing bow, please do the singing bow. Those who are, you don't know where to start, you know, do something. Use this area of yours, you know. Use your words as well. We're gonna do a lot of beautiful spell work in the season here as well. Those banangli lavender, you know, use lavender in the season as well. It is one of the simple love spells that we're using. Cleanse your sacral chakras, you know. If you need help, we do that up in here as well. If you need to balance chakras, we do that up in here as well. But thank you so much for the comment. Can you please drop your email in the chat? I promise I'm not, but no, I know you've been here. More life, more health, more wealth. I definitely will. But okay, maybe let me say it now. Before I go off. So it is stonedqueerpodcast@gmail.com. The WhatsApp number is +27062, yeah, +2762 234 2197. Stonedqueerpodcast@gmail.com. stonequeer420@gmail.com. That one still also works. But if you have us on social media, you can definitely drop a DM. There will be somebody who'll attend to it. Instagram, Facebook, Chinese app, it's Don't Square Podcast. And thank you so much to those who joined us for the very first time. Thank you to our day ones, our spiritual G's. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It gives me so much joy to see you guys on these platforms here. Thank you to my teachers as well who are on this platform. Gogo Orera Lebohamo. Thank you, Gogo. But if we don't have any questions, we're gonna be closing pretty soon. Kesla, you good with questions? All right. Togoza, please check out old episodes. There is a playlist of just Het-Heru herself. There is a playlist of the African calendar. Yeah, we have playlists for everything. We have our spiritual teachers playlist as well. If you want to check out the Black Root Sign stuff that we've covered as well. Hopefully we'll have Black God pretty soon. But our next live is Khosikgadi Rekofile Neo. And then we're gonna have Khosikgadi Lufense. We're gonna have Le Khosikgadi Sunlit from Botswana. And yeah, those who wanna educate us, guys, on anything in the realm of the stuff that we do, absolutely more than welcome. Who else we need to plug? African natal charts, we have Gogo Manzi. Yeah, so she works with the days of the week and which days you need to manifest what and pray for what and do all those things. Who else needed a specific healer? We have if you need somebody who does mirror work, we do have those. Yeah, so Uncle Maat to everybody. Helang badumo ba baholo hle, I just bought lavender incense. What's about when up in alignment with me? But Uncle Maat, thank you so much for the likes as well. Thank you so much, Claudia, for the super thanks. Thank you. I really appreciate everybody. Please watch the ads, guys. They really help us. Please do watch the ads. But yes, it was nice being with you guys. I thought we'd do reflections on how the new year was. But Happy New Year. I did not see you guys New Year, but Happy New Year. May this year, right? We're returning back to one. We just completed cycle year 9. We're going back to one. So I'm hoping it is a great ascension for everybody, but just be in resonance, right? So remember, don't go against the tide, be in flow, and life will be easier. Ashe, Tobela, Khanya, Lelesedi. Reloch.